Hey y'all, it's Jacqueline at Pixie Dust PhD. I am filming this on Sunday, September 8th. This is the month 55 creator update. Somehow it's already September 2024. There was so much news, which blows my mind because we just had D23, and yet then they still released all of this news this past month, so we can't get to it all, but we'll do some highlights, and then of course we'll do stats, analytics, and revenue for this past month, as well as lifetime of the channel. Let's get straight into it. There has been a lot of Universal news. Of course, it's Halloween Horror Nights season now. Congrats to everyone who loves their spooky haunts. Not for me. The one thing I really wanted to touch on, though, is that we did get a look at the Helios Grand Hotel. So this is the new, beautiful hotel that's going to be right at Epic Universe. If you're interested at all in theme park hotels or Epic Universe, I highly suggest you go check out the video. I am so excited. I'm scared at what the prices are going to be because I know I'm going to fork over my money to them, but it looks awesome. Over at Tokyo Disney Resort, their version of Small World is getting a Marvel overlay. It's a Small World with Groot is going to run from mid-January through June of next year, and we got a sneak peek and a look at some of the new figures. I appreciate the notion of the overlay. I think that's pretty fun. In general, I am pro those sort of temporary things that plus up an experience. These exact figures, though, kind of creep me out. This is just a personal thing for sure. I think Groot looks super cute, but some of the others, especially Thor, I don't know, it's hitting a weird point of they tried to go cute, but they didn't go overly cute enough, and so now it's just weird, scary baby dolls. I don't know, it's not for me. Then so much Disneyland news out in California. The Red Car Trolley is closing in early 2025. I think the assumption is this is to make way for construction for the new Avengers e-ticket, but I don't know that that's confirmed. I wouldn't be surprised necessarily if it was construction for something else, like the new Avatar experience, perhaps. I've only been to Disneyland once as an adult, and I have absolutely no recognition of what this Red Car Trolley is, but of course, diehard Parks fans are pretty upset to be losing something so nostalgic. Over at the Grand Californian at Storytellers Cafe, Mickey and friends have some new fall get-ups for their autumnal brunch, which is going on now through about mid-November. We did also get a look at Mickey and friends outfits coming up for the holiday season. Plus, the nighttime spectaculars are going to be changed up out in Disneyland for holidays. Believe in Holiday Magic and World of Color, Season of Light are going to run from November 15th through January 6th in their respective theme parks. In Frontierland at Disneyland, Luisa and Isabella from Encanto are going to be doing meet and greets for some time. I didn't see an official end date, but anyway, you can meet and greet with Isabella and Luisa now, which is exciting. And there's a lot of shakeups happening in downtown Disney. The Carnaby Tavern is going to be coming above the new Earl of Sandwich location. A reimagined Marceline's Confectionery is opening this winter. And there's going to be a new steakhouse and barbecue eatery, I believe those are two separate restaurants, in the footprint of the former Tortilla Joe's coming. Plus, two new shops, Avengers Reserve, obviously for MCU fans, and then D-Lander, which will be boutique-type clothes. Out in Walt Disney World, probably the biggest piece of news in my opinion is that Tron is going to be a standby queue beginning September 9th. So by the time you see this video, Tron is on standby queue. There is no more virtual queue for Tron. Another big thing they dropped, though, and again, outside of D23, which blows my mind, is that there's going to be a new Disney villains stage show coming to Hollywood Studios. This live production is set to feature, quote, dozens of villains. Plus, Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, and Maleficent are going to each take the stage for a live production number. However, to make way for this new Disney villains experience, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy is going to close on October 7th. And after-hours events at Walt Disney World have been announced for part of 2025 for Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Epcot, nothing at Animal Kingdom. These begin on select nights in January to February, depending on the theme park. And Magic Kingdom's announced date right now run through mid-May, whereas those at Hollywood Studios and Epcot run through September. There are no discounts for the Magic Kingdom dates, but if you are an annual pass holder or an eligible DVC member, then you can receive a $30 discount on each ticket for Epcot and Hollywood Studios events. I've never done a proper after-hours event before. I did do Boo Bash back in 2021, which wasn't after-hours. It wasn't officially a Halloween party, but they still were doing Halloween party things like special parade and fireworks. So I was doing Halloween exclusive stuff. I wasn't there to bust through a bunch of rides in one night. I've heard really good things about the after-hours events. They are expensive, but you could treat that as your ticket for the day. If you've done an after-hours, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I'll leave a link to the Disney website for more information if you are interested in purchasing a ticket for an after-hours event. And for Disney Vacation Club news, we did get just little snippets of amenities over at Island Tower at the Polynesian. I made a separate video about that. It's pretty short if you want to check it out. And DVC did announce their first wave sailing for the Disney Destiny ship. The itinerary is 5 nights out of Fort Lauderdale. You have 2 sea days, 1 day at Lookout Key and 1 day at Castaway Key. This is not a member cruise. This is a first wave sailing, so one person does have to be booked fully on points. The cruise is happening November 28th through December 3rd, 2025. If you are eligible, you should have already received an email about that. Booking starts on October 23rd if you are interested, so be sure to mark your calendars, get all your ducks in a row, have everybody's information ready to go. Those were the highlights I pulled from this past month, but if there are other theme park news related items you want to chat about, drop a comment down below. Now let's move on to stats and analytics for month 55. Once again, I am filming this a bit early. This is the third month in a row now. Sometimes that's just how my life works out. The stats you'll see pulled from this month run from August 8th through September 7th. For my standards, I think I posted quite a few videos this past monthly period. It was mostly content from my October 2023 trip, but we are churning through it. Plus there was the month 54 creator update and a little bit of Island Tower news like we just talked about. Here is the top content by views this past monthly period. The top 3 are all actually Island Tower at the Polynesian, so you can definitely see the interest there in the community. Then we've got a bunch of room tours, the creator update, the D23 recap video, as well as a Walt Disney World vlog, and then that one Disneyland Paris video keeps holding on. 3 of these were posted this past monthly period, and then the Monorail Bar Crawl vlog was posted on August 7th, so technically not this last monthly period, but it garnered, basically all of its views this monthly period. So that one kind of counts. Overall, this month, the channel received a little bit over 6,800 views from a little bit under 4,700 unique viewers. 893 of those viewers were returning. Thank you so much for coming back. It means so much to me that you support the channel, both generally, but also, doing all the things to help with the algorithm. So liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing, turning on notifications, sharing with your friends and networks, all that good stuff. And big thanks to Judy, once again, who is a monthly supporter over on my Ko-fi. In month 55, the channel got 410 watch hours. We also received about 107,000 impressions, with 48.2% of those impressions coming from YouTube. And overall, the channel has 23 new subscribers on the month. Moving into lifetime analytics, the channel has now eclipsed 344,000 views and 22,300 watch hours. We're now at 3.734 million impressions, with 40.1% of those impressions coming from YouTube. And overall, the channel has 1,844 subscribers. So doing some comparisons and reflections, this month compared to last month obviously was better. Last month was a very down month. And so this month we definitely rebounded. That being said, stats are still largely a little bit lower than I would prefer, but at least we're back on the up and up. Slightly under 7,000 views is fine. I would say that's average probably for the channel. Not mad about that. But 410 watch hours is better than last month, but still on the low end for sure. Impressions is back up in the 6 figures though, so I'm really happy about that. And the percent impressions from YouTube is nearing 50%, which is hugely better than it was last month. 23 new subscribers is still on the disappointing end of things for me, but better than last month, and I'm still grateful for all 23 of those people. In lifetime, we are chugging along. I was hopeful to hit 1,850 subscribers by the time I was filming this, but, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. That being said, the lifetime percent impressions from YouTube has now finally eclipsed 40%, which I am stoked about and so proud of. So yeah, I have some conflicting feelings about this past month in the sense that, comparatively, it is better than the prior month. Always happy about that. Overall, if you look at it in a vacuum, not the best month stats-wise. Moving into revenue. For month 55, it's estimated I made shy of $50. That's $7.38 for every 1,000 views overall, or about $21.30 for every 1,000 ad views. And here are the top revenue-earning videos from this past monthly period. It's DVC news, it's room tours, and it's one DVC availability video. For lifetime revenue, we're now at about $1,170 overall. That's roughly $3.40 for every 1,000 views, or $19.64 for every 1,000 ad views. And here's what the past 6 months of revenue looks like. May and June are definitely now sticking out as an anomaly, but honestly I thought that would be true, even while I was filming that in real time. I was like, I don't think that I'm going to be making $85 every month. And yeah, we're sitting around, $40 to $50, which is still better than it's been the past year, so good improvement. For upcoming content, I'm a little bit not too sure, honestly. I did also just want to pause here and say thank you so much to everybody who left some kind notes on last month's monthly creator update or reached out in any way. It means a lot to me. I definitely think my mental health is back pretty much to normal, maybe not fully. Unfortunately, I had my downswing. It started to get better, and then I got sick for about a week, so that really drained me and also continued to make sure that I was behind on the channel. But I'm feeling better now mentally and physically, and I just want to say thank you for being respectful and making this a space where we can talk about these things. All right, with that aside, I have a little trip announcement for you. You'll see a proper video in a couple days. I hope. I need to edit it. I need to edit this. There's a lot I need to do in the next couple days. But yeah, I'm leaving for Disney World pretty soon. It's just a short jaunt down. This was basically spurred by the fact that the Theme Park Thursday with Dill Diz podcast is doing a meetup. And yeah, I don't need that much of an excuse to like find a reason to go to Disney World. And they were egging me on, so I'm going. It's going to be great. So I think there will be a couple videos coming in the next few weeks about trip planning or packing, stuff like that. And also, it's worth noting that if there's Island Tower news that drops while I'm in Disney World, I mean, I'm out on vacation, so I won't be able to cover it in a timely manner. I will probably still post on Twitter, and I will try to make a Ko-fi post, but I'd have to do it from my phone, and I really hate writing, like, blogs on my phone. That's such a, like, sit down and do it on my computer kind of vibe for me. So I'm not making any promises, basically, and if you notice that there's big news and I am gone, it's because I'm literally gone. Like, I can't cover it while I'm, trouncing around Animal Kingdom. As part of this upcoming trip to Walt Disney World, I did do a confirmed DVC reservation purchase or rental. So I'll cover the process for that in an upcoming video for sure. And then I still have some October 2023 vlogs to get through. The next one I think coming up would be Animal Kingdom Day and eating at Satu'li Canteen. That Animal Kingdom Day I think was day 10 of my October 2023 trip, so we are getting pretty close to being done with that content. But if you have strong opinions about how you want to see the content released in terms of finishing out the October 2023 trip, covering the September 2024 trip, intermingling them, one then the other, whatever, just let me know. I will be at Epcot during this September 2024 trip, so if I have, enough content and coverage of food and wine, I will try to push that video out soon just because it is timely and relevant. But I'm actually going without my partner, so we won't be able to try as many foods because it's just me and just my belly, and I just don't have that much stomach space, so I don't know if a food and wine video is coming, basically, is what I'm saying. But if I do have the content for it, I will push that out sooner rather than later. Thank you again for your support this past month, and overall, in general, it really does mean a lot to me. I'm excited to continue to share my Disney adventures with you, and as we get more DVC news, I'll do my best to cover it in a timely manner, assuming that I'm home and able to cover it. And I think most of you watching this already know, but I don't tend to post things live when I'm in the parks for safety reasons. That being said, I will post pictures, usually a couple hours delayed, to my Instagram close friend circle, so for those of you who are already in the close friend circle, maybe there will be some fun content coming up. If you are not in the close friend circle, you can go ahead and drop your Instagram handle down below, and I'll do my best to add you in a timely manner. The day this gets posted, I think I'll have a couple days left in Disney. I'm not too sure. It depends on how fast I can churn through the edit and correcting the captions, but drop your handle. Even if I don't squeeze you in this time, it'll be worth it for next time. And there is another next time coming soonish. It's not that soon, but whatever. I'm planning things. Thank you again for your support. I really appreciate it. I hope your fall is starting off well. I cannot believe it's fall, truly. How do we get to this point in the year? Anyway, can't wait to take you along with me again for another Walt Disney World adventure. We'll see you real soon at Pixie Dust PhD.